Hello, I am Nathan, and welcome back to Fun with Pizza. Are you ready to have fun with pizza? Good. Alright, so today I'm doing a food review, and I'm not making my own recipe. I am cooking, I should say. I'm cooking frozen pizza bagels from Palermo's. As you can see, I believe down there, yeah. Inspired by Papa's Old World recipe. Cool. So, frozen, like I said, these are one of the few pizza bagels that I have seen that are not bagel bites. I used to eat bagel bites a whole lot as a kid and as a teenager, and in my early 20s. Anyway, they were pretty good. I liked them, but I saw these and I thought, well, I've never tried anything other than bagel bites for pizza bagels. So I picked these up, wanted to see how they are. And there's basically one whole bagel in here. It says 2 half bagels. That's one whole bagel, Palermo. Thank you. And so cut in half and then topped with sauce, cheese, and in this case, pepperoni. And cooking instructions say you can either do this in the conventional oven or in the microwave. I think I tried bagel bites in the oven once. Yeah, they were just as fine out of the microwave. Except you had to kind of, every 30 seconds or so, you kind of have to rearrange bagel bites because they cook differently, depending on your microwave and everything, and which one is in the center. You kind of have to move them around so they get an even heat. Real science to bagel bite cooking. Kind of like pizza rolls, too. So, in the microwave, cooks for 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And then allow the product to stand for 1 to 2 minutes before serving, because it will burn your mouth, presumably. We'll see. Well, I'll go back. We'll go downstairs, come back up. That should give it enough time to cool off. In the conventional oven, could bake at 450 degrees for 18 minutes. Seems like a high time and a high temperature for these two little things. So, I'm not sure how filling these will be since it's just 2 half bagels. But if you add it all up, maybe 9 bagel bites is about the size of these 2 half bagels. We'll see. So I'm going to go downstairs, and I don't feel like using the oven. It just takes longer. I don't feel like using the oven. I'm going to be using the oven later tonight for homemade pizza, so I'm just going to zap these in the microwave, and I'll see how they taste that way, because if you want food fast, microwave is the way to do it. It's usually never better than a conventional oven or even an air fryer, but it's good enough. So that's good enough for me. So we'll go downstairs, and first we'll need a word from Professor Pizza. Professor? The national dish of the United States is a square pizza cut into strips, topped with exactly 50 pepperoni, with a side of breadsticks to represent the various territories. This has been today's Made Up Fact About Pizza. Alright, so we're back up here. I have cooked these pizza bagels. They're right here. During cooking, about halfway through, I did pause and reached in there and switched them what side they were on, because as I thought that it might, the inside together still pretty cold. So I set up one, slid the other one over, and then set that one down. It didn't burn my fingers, but use a spatula or a fork or something, that'd be the better way to do it, so you don't burn your fingers. And so we're gonna take a bite. I think these are pretty cooled down enough. They were pretty hot. I did use a fork to scoop them out of the little baking tray because didn't have a spatula that small. So, or I didn't feel like looking for a spatula that small. We might have one, but I don't know. So remember, this is when we're talking about pizza on a budget, time is a factor too. So I couldn't spend 30 seconds doing that. All right. Don't know which one I want to try first. One thing I will say about Palermo's, I am a little impressed with the toppings that are on this. It's pepperoni. The pepperoni and sausage that I saw at the grocery store looked like it was pretty well topped. Palermo's full-size pizzas are not that well topped. They taste fine. They taste good. But when it comes to like any sort of toppings, you're getting the topping in maybe 1 in 5 bites. So, sorry Palermo's, have to pick on you a little bit. But I already gave Totino's Party Pizzas that treatment, so now it's somebody else's turn. Yeah, these are still pretty hot. I should have grabbed a fork. Just gonna dig deep. All right. All right. They taste like a big version of Bagel Bites. Sauce is not offensive. There's plenty of cheese on there. They did put a whole lot of cheese on here. You can taste the pepperoni. The bagel tastes fine. Probably would taste better out of the oven. I just didn't feel like using the oven since I'm going to be using it later. But these are pretty good. And here, even tilt those up a little bit so you can see them. And you know what? I don't know how filling they will be, but they're pretty good size. So I think I'll probably get full off of them. They'll be a good lunch. And if you have kids and you want your kids to eat these, just make sure that they are cool before biting into them, and you might want to cut it up with a fork. I'm not a purist who says you can't eat pizza with a fork. Eat pizza the way you got. Some people just have to use a fork. In this particular case, these are pretty messy as well. Greasy from the pepperoni, and then sauce kind of runs over. So bear that in mind with children. They're going to get messy. Might be wise to give them a fork. So I'm not sure how often I might eat these, but I'll definitely eat them again at some point. If I need a snack, I'll definitely eat them. So these are good, and yeah, that's it for today. Fairly short, to the point, and sure, if you see this pops up, subscribe, like. I might post some community stuff soon on my community page. I don't know, but tell other people if they're in need of pizza knowledge. Come to me. We can all have fun with pizza. And in the name of the sauce, and the Holy Crust. Amen.